After playing, as long as the little evil bet on the small will lose small, the big bet will lose big. In the blink of an eye he has at least 20,000 taels of silver in front of the table. The little evil is happy, not just want to win money, but want to show that he has a set in front of everyone. That kind of villain's look of ambition really makes people laugh. The dealer broke out in a cold sweat. He knew that a master came today, and he couldn't finish eating this situation. Taking a breath, he had stopped walking to the backyard. Everyone laughed and said, "Little brother, you are so powerful, you will drive the dealer down and lift it in 3 or 2, and we will also win a lot of silver thanks to your blessing." Xiaoxie smiled. What is this? Everyone is suspicious of money. As long as there is money in the casino, I will win. How much money today? I eat noodles. You can drink some soup, is not bad. Go a little bigger, and ensure that you will get back what you lost before. Okay, good. Definitely, definitely. Although everyone replied with a smile, they knew in their hearts, what is the way this casino is coming from? Everyone is smiling and grinning, making a lot of money, and they can't go if they want to. If they don't have 2 hits, who dares to be like Xiaoxie? As soon as they come up, they will give people a boiling sink, which is obviously deliberately picking people's plates. In fact, Xiaoxie doesn't have this kind of thought. He just wants to win and want to play big, play happily, play to the fullest. Even if he loses money, he will also pass this gambling addiction. He doesn't care if he wins or loses, he just wants to play. Soon a girl came out with the banker. She was about 20 years old, with good facial features, a slender body, a red shirt and a red hall. A golden phoenix embroidered on her left chest was lifelike. Her head was tied in a bun. She was a very beautiful woman. She walked forward with light steps and chuckled. "May I ask the surname of the little brother?" "Wow Ka. Men can't do it. Come women. Be careful to be fascinated." Xiaoxie's heart flashed and he smiled. "My name is Yang Xiaoxie, Yang of Yangliu. I heard my grandfather say that this sheep is not a wooden sheep, the evil of the evil sect." The woman smiled lightly. She had never heard of such a strange name in the world. It was very evil. She smiled. "My name is Aunt Feng. Hello." The little evil smiled and said, "You're good. You're so beautiful. Are you married?" The little evil foot praised him sincerely. As for whether to marry or not, it was because he was born to like to joke, and he said it unintentionally, but there was no hint of ridicule in his heart. Feng Gu seemed to have seen a big scene, and she only answered with a smile about this kind of thing. She asked, "Little brother, where are you from? Where are you going?" Feng Gu was inquiring about Yang Xiaoxie's details, because she had already decided that Xiaoxie was here to find the ballast. Since she dared to move this gambling house, it must be a kiss from someone with a great background. But unfortunately Feng Gu corrected her mistake this time. Yang Xiaoxie was just a fledgling bastard. That was a big man. Xiaoxie smiled. "I came from the Lejun temple outside the Guan. I don't know where to go. I can only wander around there casually. You have a problem and we'll talk later. My hands are very itchy. You let me bet a few." Feng Gu smiled and said, "Young brother, you are really lucky today. You won so much at once. Don't you stop." Feng Gu intended to let him go, and asked Xiaoxie to stop here, with silver. It's a pity that Xiaoxie can understand these words, not to mention that he is addicted to gambling. He said, "As long as you can gamble for 3 days and 3 nights, it doesn't matter if you can't sleep. Aunt Feng couldn't stop when she saw it. She smiled and said, "Then how about I play with you?" The little evil said, "As long as you can gamble, everyone is the same. If you want to play, you can come. Hurry up, time is precious." Feng Gu turned to the previous dealer and said, "You go to the second place, so let me come." The dealer responded, bowing down to the second table. Feng Gu said, "Swap the dice, this is too old." An errand on the horse sent 3 new dice. Feng Gu smiled, "Do you want to check it, little brother?" Finally, she pointed to Yang Xiaoxie. Yang Xiaoxie, the ghost spirit, already knew that the sudden change of dice must be the beginning of fraud, but he was bold, and he also had the heart of competition, so he didn't care if it was fake dice. He smiled and said, "No need, big girl, you start shaking." Feng Gu chuckled and said, "Then I'm welcome." She began to shake the dice, and with one hand she threw the cup into the air. Then she shot 3 dice into the cup, and when the cup was about to fall to the ground, she picked it up with her right foot, and the cup bounced up again, and then copied it with her right hand, and lifted it to the table, clean and neat, and when the kung fu arrived home, the dice turned for a long time before stopping. Aunt Feng deliberately sold her gambling skills. "Little brother, please go down to the village." Xiaoxie smiled. 500 taels to bet big, he thought to himself. Let you gamble all the time, as long as 6 times a week, I am still the boss. As soon as the dice open, 2 or 3 a 2, small. Shino eats. Xiaoxie was not much surprised, but he was eaten 6 times in a row, and everyone didn't dare to follow Xiaoxie anymore. They have buried themselves with the intention of not playing, ready to see the 2 masters make a move. Xiaoxie has guessed that these 3 dice are filled with mercury in these 6 times. One is closer to 6 points, and one is 4 points. And now it is foolproof to guess the idea. He smiled and said, "Aunt Feng, you are so good at gambling, I have lost a lot." Feng Gu smiled, "There, I'm just a little lucky. How about we stop here?" She thought that Xiaoxie was already afraid of gambling again, and intended to let him go. The little evil smiled and said, "I'm not going to die, come on." Bai Gu smiled and said, "Little brother, since you still want to play, I will accompany you." With that, he had shaken the dice again. Xiaoxie also shook the dice in her appearance, and read, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, touch your ancestors, die. Feng Gu flipped over her little hand and covered the dice on the table, and Xiaoxie shouted, "Big hands are a bunch, damn, it's 15,000 taels." Aunt Feng's face changed, and she slowly opened the dice. 2 6, 1 4, the sophomore, she shouted, "Come on, take 50 gold yuan bao." Someone immediately yuan yuan bao up to pay Yang Xiaoxie. At this time, other people carrying tables also rushed over to see the excitement. Feng Gu knew that she would not win if she met a master today, and maybe the casino would collapse in the hands of this person, so she said to the public, "Everyone, this is the end of today, and you will come back tomorrow when you are free. Little brother, will you come back tomorrow?" As soon as Xiaoxie heard that people had no money to play, and he didn't care if this sentence was true or not, it was cool, and he smiled politely. There, I've never lost. I'll come back tomorrow at the beginning, can you please change the silver ticket for me? Feng Gu smiled, no problem. She instructed her subordinates to open a silver ticket of 30,000 taels from Wanfen Jianzhuang to Xiaoxie. Xiaoxie accepted the silver ticket, and said that the remaining broken silver was 200 taels, and said to everyone, everyone has a share of my win today, come and have a little each. He was very chic and distributed it to everyone, even the people in the casino. In the eyes of Aunt Feng, these are not very comfortable. It's a pity that she can't turn her face right now. I couldn't gamble anymore, so I had to leave the casino in disappointment. I hope that tomorrow will come soon, and the scenery will be beautiful again. XXX. He found a high ascension inn and stayed there. At this time, Xiaoxie was much more sober. He was lying on the bed with Erlang's legs crossed, recalling today's glorious performance, and also thinking of everyone, thinking of Feng Gu. When he thought of Feng Gu, he suddenly thought to himself, these guys will close the stall in the middle of the gamble. What do you say? I won all the money, but wouldn't it be a big loss for them to open a silver ticket? I see that trouble is coming. They will definitely sneak into my room at night, come to make money and kill me, let me die without a place to be buried. Maybe they will also give me a knife to divide the body, then I am not a big loss. Black-skinned grandmas, it's uncomfortable to lose money, and it's even more uncomfortable to win. After turning over and thinking about it, he sighed again, and then he said to himself, alas, forget it. Send the money back tomorrow and forget it. I don't have to worry about it. I can't sleep. But what should I do when they come at night? I don't even have a chance to explain. They will definitely come at night. Maybe I have been watched. It seems that I can only wait for them to come, and then slip through the window. I really can't think of it. Such a big casino. Even tens of thousands of taels can't afford to lose. It's almost bad, fucking bad. After several errands, he stopped lying down, took out the throwing knife on his body, and played with himself, sometimes shooting at the window, sometimes at the table, and sometimes laughing, as if the danger that was about to come had passed, and the little evil was this virtue, and the troubles came and went faster, and he always placed himself in the fountain of happiness.